I am on the phone with DeVon Franklin, producer, author, motivational speaker, preacher, and president and CEO of Franklin Entertainment. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. We've talked before in the past about some great movies and some great books. I have to tell you that one of my books on repeat right now is Live Free. And I listened to it I listened to it on Audible, which brings us to what we're talking about today. You have a brand new book that is out on Audible, and it was just on time for Mother's Day. I actually got the ping on my phone. It's called It Takes a Woman. And give me a little bit of background on how this came about.
This book has really been years in the making. Audible approached me about doing an Audible Original book, which is an audio-only book. And they had seen an article that I wrote about the women in my family and how those women stepped in to help raise me and my brothers once my father died. And so they came to me and said, would you want to turn this into an audio book? And I said, yeah, let's do it. And so I went to my mom and my great aunts and said, would you like to do this with me? And they were totally on board. And so we started the process of producing and writing and creating this book. And it took the shape of It Takes a Woman. And you really get a chance to hear, our family story and hear directly from the women in my life and my family that have really helped me and my brothers become who we are.
Your dad died at an early age, so that put a void in you and your brother's life. And sometimes, you know, we hear the phrase, and you also mentioned that in the bio, that it takes a village to raise a child. What that village looks like, though, could be different for everybody. And you call it your village of love.
That's absolutely right. The village of love, because that's what it was. Mm-hmm. Seriously, it was this village of love that helped me and my brothers become who we are. Yeah. They were able to really surround us with the support we needed and the emotional, sort of support. I mean, it's amazing. And if they didn't love us as much as they did, I know we wouldn't be where we are.
Amen to that. Come on, give it up for the sisters.
Exactly.
I love it. Well, you say in the book that it's a journey of tragedy and triumph and also healing. Give me some examples of the healing.
Well, the healing, oh, my goodness. It's like that's why, listeners have to listen to the book because it's so intricate. There's one of the biggest pieces of healing is so my father died when I was 9 years old. He was 36 years old. He died of a heart attack. My mother's a single parent. Right. She's in her early 30s, 3 boys. What am I going to do? Mm-hmm. And I'm bringing in my grandmother's 7 sisters to help. Her biggest concern was, are we going to be okay when we got older? And so part of the healing is to realize, yes. Yeah. And all those sacrifices that were made, 30 years ago.
Wow. Well, like your best-selling book, Live Free, that I mentioned before, I have been managing my expectations like you would not believe, and my expectations on other people. Yes, baby, I do go through the workbook, okay?
Right. I love it. I love that.
And if people need to find out what that's about, it's been released on paperback, right?
Yeah, it's on paperback right now. It just came out last week.
That's fantastic. I encourage everybody to get that. And you have some other upcoming projects. I've been seeing some involvement about Kingdom Business. Give me a little background about that.
Yeah, Kingdom Business is a new show that I have on BET+. It comes out May 19th. And it's like Empire, but set in the world of the gospel music industry. And it stars Yolanda Adams. Yeah, it's really good. It stars Yolanda Adams and Soraya and Michael Beach, Michael Jai White, Kirk Franklin, Chandre, Tamar Braxton, Lamaya Good. We have so many all-stars that have come together in front of the camera and behind the camera to bring this show to the world. Wow. And it's 8 episodes that all drop on BET Plus on May 19th. Can't wait for everybody to see it. It's going to be everyone's new favorite show.
Oh, I can't wait for that myself because of what I do, of course. Kind of know a little bit about that Kingdom Business with the gospel world.
Right. There you go. There you go.
And you also have a feature film that's going to be out on Disney?
Oh, I have a feature film that I have produced. I'm in post on it. Oh. And it's for Searchlight and Disney and Hulu. and that is called Flamin' Hot, and it's about the story of Richard Montanez, who was a janitor that worked for Frito-Lay and was the driving force behind the success of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and so it's his biopic, and we're in post-production now.
That is a lot of fun. Well, DeVon Franklin, thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit today, and I encourage everybody once again to get on Audible today. It Takes a Woman. And listen to that and be encouraged today. How do they find you, DeVon?
They can find me on my website, DeVonFranklin.com, and they can also find me on social media at DeVon Franklin.
And I'm encouraged by your social media presence. I just got to let you know.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.